Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Crossing Spiritual Streams. My name's Tandra and today we're doing another Pick a Pile Tarot reading, and this one is on your future spouse, or at least the person that you will be spending a lot of personal quality time together, even if you don't actually formally get married. Okay, this is kind of your love partner, the person that you're going to spend hopefully the rest of your life with, but at least quite a bit of time with the intention of spending the rest of your life with them. This will be letting you know about how you might meet, what their personalities might be like, what your relationship should be like. Things like that should come through for us today. We do have our tarot cards that we'll be looking at, as well as some charms to try to help us out with this. And then we'll do some oracle spheres so you can be thinking of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to as well. All right, so we have 3 piles for you to choose from. We have pile 1 with the green star, pile 2 with the yellow star, and pile 3 with the blue star. It is best to go with your gut instinct in deciding which one to look at. So we're going to go ahead and let you take your time and kind of reflect on the piles and decide which one. And then when you're ready, there are timestamps in the description that you can click on and go directly to your reading. And we'll see you there. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading on your future spouse, or at least life mate that we can come up with here, even if you don't formally get married. We're going to look at your tarot cards and charms, and then we'll do your oracle spheres where you can think of a yes or no question. So that's something you can be thinking about as we're going along. Right before we get to the reading, I would like to invite you to check out our Patreon page. You can sign up over there for as little as $1 a month, and don't think that that amount is too small or that we would be upset over that. We set that up on purpose that way so that people could support us and sign up and all that, but still get some value for their money. And we did not expect to get a lot back out of it monetary wise. That was just a way to have people support us in other ways and get some other videos out there. Also, we are starting to put some things up on TikTok. We're not got very much up yet. We're getting ready to go on vacation, and we kind of didn't want to totally immerse ourselves too fast when we weren't sure what we were doing. But we will be doing shorts and stuff over there and some different little readings and things. So you might check us out on that. That's at Crossing the Spirit. So just to let you know those things real quick. We usually don't like to interrupt the reading too much with that kind of stuff, but you need to know, and so just thought we'd let you know about it. All right, we're going to move your green star over here, and let's find out what we can about your future spouse here. We got the 9 of coins. We got the 5 of wands. Interesting. Okay. We got the 10 of wands. We got the 8 of cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. Okay. First of all, I really think that this person is both responsible and kind of wild, I guess is kind of the words I'm thinking of, in that they can hold down a job. They are, are willing to support their families and people around them and all that kind of stuff. And they, are, know how to make good practical decisions, things like that. But they're also kind of, they know how to party. They know how to have a good time. They know how to let go. They have kind of a fiery personality, a passionate personality. They're very, wow, I'm trying to think of of how I want to think about this. It's almost like I'm getting two different energies here. I'm getting a kind of steadfast, practical, not down to earth so much, but somebody who knows how to deal with responsibility. But then I get somebody who's also very just enjoys life, loves life to its fullest, loves the things you can get out of life. Might have a kind of a changeable personality. Like one minute they might be laughing and really happy, and maybe the other maybe a little upset or angry. So they might have a little bit of a temper or a volatile type of personality, a little bit where they have so much emotions going on that they might, kind of flare out quickly and so forth. So that's something I'm thinking of at this person might have some traits like that. So that's just kind of the energy I got, the feeling I got about this person. But I think they're going to make you very happy. I think you're going to enjoy your life with them. They're going to fill a void for you. They're going to keep you from being lonely. I feel like a lot of you that are watching this particular reading have maybe lost a spouse or have not had a relationship for quite a while, and so you're quite lonely, or you will be before you meet this person, if you're not at the moment. And that person will fulfill a void in your life. They'll bring some excitement, but also some steadiness and some sturdiness to your life. They're going to make you feel very protected, like you've truly met somebody that you could live out your years with and be content. But also bring about some fiery passions. They're going to make you feel very special. They're going to encourage you to bring out any special talents that you have. And you're going to feel like you want to do that around them. That's going to be something that will feel very good to you. I do feel like you will probably meet them at some sort of social gathering or an event with a lot of people around. I don't know exactly what kind. I've got a lot of different ones that just kind of flooded through my mind, so it's probably different for a lot of you guys. But the key ingredient that's the same is that there should be a lot of people. I don't think you're going to meet them like one-on-one, like at work, or if you do meet them like that, if that's the first meeting of them, you will start realizing you have feelings for them or they have feelings for you, or start wanting to date or other things at a social gathering of some sort. So a social gathering is going to play a role in this, either how you meet them or how you get closer to them. There'll be a lot of people around, and I get a lot of idea of revelry and partying and happiness and cheerfulness and people laughing and that kind of. I even got a kind of a feeling of a sporting event for some of you guys. Like you might even be up in the stands with a lot of people and cheering and clapping and things like that. So maybe you guys might all go on one big sporting event or trip, and maybe you end up getting together or something. That's not for all of you. That's just, one of the kind of scenarios that came to mind as far as being in a crowd or a bunch of people. Some of you guys might meet at like a family, get together, or like at a wedding or a family reunion or something like that, where somebody will bring a friend or something, and you'll meet them that way, or get together with them that way, or something like that. I think some of you guys might meet that way. Or that you just might go to a friend's party that they're having, where you just decide to hang out for a little bit, and maybe you meet somebody there, or maybe you just happen to end up at a social gathering where there's quite a few people having fun, and you bump into each other or you meet each other or something like that. That's the kind of energy I'm getting for you guys. Like I said, I really feel like you're going to feel very content with this person. That's one of the main feelings that comes through. Emotionally, I feel like they're going to fulfill a void for you. They're going to make you feel quite alive again, quite, like I said, when you meet this person, it will be after a void in your love life. It'll be after either you lose somebody very, very close to you, or you get divorced, or you haven't been in a relationship for a long time, or some other type of feeling like that, where I feel like you're going to meet them after a while of being alone. Not necessarily more than a year or 2 or 3. I'm not, I don't think it'll be as quick as weeks or months, but it could be as soon as a year. So, it could be somewhat quickly after that, but we'll be after a time of being alone and not being in a serious relationship of some sort. And this person will really kind of click with you in a way that you didn't think that you'd be able to feel that happy and that cheerful and that content. Content is definitely a word that's coming through very closely. Like I said, I feel like you will want to explore some of your talents and potential with this person because they make you feel that confident and content. So that's one of the things that comes through with this. I think I want to move on to the charms. I want to see if there's anything else we can find out about the person. Like, I don't know what they look like or anything like that, and I don't know if that's going to come through or not. So let's go through. I almost get like a Clark Gable sort of look. I don't think it's a man for all of you. So I don't, that particular reference wouldn't necessarily be for all of you, but that's kind of the vision that kind of came to my mind, is that sort of, look. All right, let's see. Okay, not a lot of charms. We do have the 2 here, which shows that it will be a very strong pairing. It will be a very deep relationship. We also have the sun and the moon, which shows that as well, because it's almost like yin and yang, or the 2 coming together and complementing each other. You guys will have some good compliments to each other's personalities there. I can really see. We've got beautiful and a butterfly here, and then we've got light the way. I do think that this person will help light your way. I do think they will help you see kind of the best way you can be. As far as being beautiful and butterfly, they're going to see you as being very beautiful, and they're going to make you feel beautiful, and they're going to make you understand how beautiful you are. You also will transform for them, or with them, I guess is probably more of the right attitude, is that they will help you go from being a plain, ordinary caterpillar to this gorgeous, beautiful butterfly. They will help bring that out in you. They will be somebody that's very special to you that way. Like I said, I do think that they will help bring out your creativity and some other types of talents that you have. I do feel like they will help you. They will help encourage you in your work. They will help you be able to complete certain tasks or things that matter to you. Things like that. You guys are going to very much complete each other. You're going to very much have a very strong bond. It's going to be a very close pair bond. So that's very exciting to hear. I really love hearing that. That's very exciting to me, that somebody's going to have that kind of relationship. Yeah, that just, it fills my heart up with joy and so forth. So let's take a look. Ooh, I hate it when I push on my desk like that. Let's take a look at your oracle spheres. This is where you can think of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. We have a silver, blue, purple, and gold. You decide which one you'd like to get your answer on. You think of a yes or no question, and then we get your answers. All right, number 1, silver's a yes. Number 2, blue is a very likely. Number 3, purple is a not now. And number 4, gold is also a not now. So we have a yes, a very likely, a not now, and a not now. So there's your Oracle Sphere answers for today's reading. Thank you so much for being here and being part of the channel. Like I said, do check us out over on Patreon and also on TikTok at Crossing the Spirit. And do check out our other videos that we have here as far as what we have going on the channel. We have hundreds of videos for you to look at, and if you haven't checked those out, you should. A lot of them are timeless and are worth checking out. All right, guys, we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading on your future spouse. You have chosen the yellow star. And before we get started, I would like to just invite you all to check us out on our Patreon page. You can sign up for as little as $1 a month. And we really don't feel like that's too little. I know some people might be afraid of, wow, if I sign up for that, they're going to think really poorly of me. And it's like, no, not at all. We set up that way on purpose because we knew some people wouldn't be able to afford very much, but would want to support the channel. And that was an option for them to be able to do that. As we move along, we can have higher tiers and they can get more benefits out of paying more money. But right now, we just wanted any of our Patreon people to have access to what we have available for whatever they felt like they could pay or wanted to pay. And we were happy with all of it. Okay, so we just wanted to let you guys know that in case that's been something that's been kind of holding you back. You also still have the opportunity that if you do sign up to get a free personalized reading as well. So that might be something that might be worth it to you. We are starting to put some videos out on TikTok, barely, not a whole lot of them yet, but we are starting to maybe get there, and you might start following us over there so you can check those videos out when they come out, and that's at Crossing the Spirit. All right, let's get started on your reading. Now, this is on your future spouse, or at least the person that you're going to be with in that type of relationship, even if you don't actually get officially married, okay? But you're going to be in that sort of relationship with them. This is somebody coming up in the future. You may have already met them, but, you know, I don't know. It depends on what comes out. We're hoping to find out things like maybe how you meet, maybe what their personality is like, maybe what you guys are like together, what kind of life you might have, other things like that. We're hoping to find out a lot of that kind of stuff in this kind of reading. So let's just see what comes through and what we can find out for you guys. All right, we have the 3 of Cups. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay, it looks like we have the Star card, I think. Hold on just a second. I always get this card and another card mixed up, but it is the Star card, so yeah, I had it right. All right, then we also have the Knight of Pentacles. Oop, I guess I turned them all over. Sorry, guys, I'm not quite with it, I don't think. All right, we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups. Those are beautiful cards I was reading. I love it. We have the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Wow. Okay, first of all, if you guys have ever heard of opposites attract, I feel like you guys might be kind of that sort of relationship in that one of you is very creative and maybe kind of outgoing, think outside the box, you know, those kinds of things. And then the other one of you is more practical, more down to earth, thinks things through, is not very impulsive, that kind of energy. Okay. Sometimes it's really hard to live with somebody who's a lot different than you like that. But I do feel like you guys really complement each other well. You're basically soulmates. I don't say that very often, and I don't say it lightly. I think you guys have basically met according to the stars, and your relationship follows that path. It's interesting because this romance tarot here, you guys did get the star card, and it is showing two people together, going along, and basically complimenting each other. And that's really what I get from you guys is, I really feel like your relationship started in the stars and has moved on forward here. You might already even know this person. You might actually even be with this person. I did say this was your future spouse, but I guess it also could be your current spouse that remains your future spouse. I suppose that could happen. If you guys happen to tune into this reading, and you already have a spouse or somebody you're with or somebody that you care about, that's possible for you guys in this reading. Because the energy I'm getting is that you guys are meant to be together. You complement each other very, very, very well. You end up having a very nice family life together. You help each other emotionally, financially. You help each other through good times, bad times, transitions, all of those things. Because I do think that your life will have some challenges to it. I do think you will have, I think you'll have some very good highs and a few lows, okay? I think your highs will be very, very nice. They might be after a while. They may not happen right at first. They may take a while. Because you guys are so different in your personalities, you may have trouble finding ways to live together comfortably, doing things together, because you might fight or argue or fuss about how things should be done or the best way, or maybe that person will frustrate you because, let me give you the energy I'm getting. My husband and I are very much like this couple, okay? We're very much like this in that we've been together a very, very long time, over 30 years, but we are very different. He's very gregarious, he's very outgoing, he talks to anybody, he does a lot of stuff, he has a temper that, sometimes I'm not super fond of, although I suppose I have one too. And we sometimes think differently about things and how to do things, and we really frustrate each other sometimes. We really have some issues there. And I'm more emotional, I'm more, quiet, and don't like, parties, don't like being around a lot of people, have a lot of those kinds of energies, and that frustrates my husband because he's more this let's gather and do this kind of thing. And that's the kind of energy I see for you guys, in that there will be times in which things will be very hard and difficult and frustrating, but that even with those things, even with those ups and downs, even with those problems, you guys will stick together, and you'll probably be happiest when you do things together. You'll be happiest when you spend time together, when you, have your lives go in the same direction, and do things. And I think you guys are going to be on an incredible journey. You're going to be able to explore pretty much everything life has to offer, good and bad, and be able to deal with it together and closely together. And that's a relationship that many people would want. I tell you, it's rewarding in a lot of ways. It's very frustrating in a lot of ways. It's very, I don't know how many, I can't even count how many times I would probably go, oh, I can't do this anymore. Oh, what's up? And I feel like that might be some of what might come up in your relationship as well, is that there might be times in which you're just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. Whatever it happens to be. But I think if you can learn to accept each other's differences, accept each other's faults and good qualities and all that, I really feel like you guys can have a really close, wonderful, happy life together. I see that as being a huge possibility, something that definitely would work for you guys. Let's move on to your charms. Let's see if there's anything else about this relationship that we can come up with. Because we got some stuff here. All right. So we're going to get your charms. We're going to look and we're going to see what else we might want to say about this person or your relationship or what's going on or how you might meet maybe. This is interesting that you have the money bags. I think you guys have a possibility of, at some point during your time together, of being rich. Because you also have the diamond as well. Those show, really good material gains and riches and so forth. So that is something that is a possibility that you guys could definitely, at some point in your relationship, have quite a bit of money or be quite comfortable financially or materially in this life with this person. That is a possibility. That is very much something that could happen with you guys. We do have a couple of change symbols here. We have the 5 and the butterfly. Those are good changes. There also might be some rough times with the 5. You do have the 6 though, which shows that you will get past any kind of problems you might have with the 5s. It is the 6 of Pentacles, so you might have some financial issues at certain points in your life or certain times in your life. Some things might cause you to have some financial issues. You'd be like, yeah, right, Tanner, you said we'd have money. Well, I didn't say you'd have money the whole time you were together. And it is possible that you will have some problems with money and with some things like that, but that they will or should turn around and become better over time. Also with the butterfly change, I think this person will help you see how special you are. I think a lot of times we don't know that, and when we can see ourselves through other people's eyes, I think that can sometimes tell us more than when we look through our own eyes. And I think that person can really help you see how beautiful you are, because that's the way they will see you. Okay? We do have a moon, so I do feel like you guys will be very emotional together that way. This, will be a very loving relationship and so forth. We do have a fox. We also have a sneaker. I think traveling might be good for you guys. I think going places, maybe exercising together. I don't know why that came up, but that did, and so I'm going to say it. As far as the fox goes, I get the idea that this person is somebody that has lots of cunning and good ideas. And if you can learn to follow their ideas or enhance their ideas or work with their ideas, that will help you in the relationship as well. You might not agree with their ideas at first. It might be something for you to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe you want to do that. Or really, or, that's the kind of energy I'm getting. But I do think that their ideas in the long run could benefit you. So that would be something for you to think about. All right, let's go ahead and look at your oracle spheres. You have 4 different stands. You have silver, blue, purple, and gold. You decide which one you like to get your answer on. You think of a yes or no type of question, and then we'll go get your answers. All right, so the number 1, silver, is a very likely. Number 2, blue, is a not sure. Number 3, purple's a yes. And number 4, gold, is a not now. So we have a very likely, a not sure, a yes, and a not now. So there's your oracle sphere answers for today. Thank you so much for being here and being part of the reading. You guys mean a great deal to us, and we just can't even tell you how much. We look forward to seeing you again in other readings, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. This is all about your future spouse. Hopefully find out what they're like, what the personality's like, maybe how you meet, what you guys are like together, different things like that. So hopefully we're going to find out those things. You guys chose the blue star here. Right before we get started on the reading, I would like to invite you to check out our Patreon page. We're at Crossing Your Spiritual Streams over there. We do have our link in the description. You can sign up for as little as $1 a month. And I realize that a lot of you might think that that is just way too little and you'd feel, oh my gosh, they'd think horribly of me if I signed up for that. Don't think that way. I set that way up on purpose because I knew there would be people who would want to support us but couldn't afford very much. Or didn't want to pay out all that much because they have other obligations or things that they'd rather spend their money on. And that was fine with me. I just wanted a way for you guys to get some extra value and a way to show your support for us. So I'm perfectly happy with those lower denominations. Now down the road we might offer more to, as we have tiers and more people do more or whatever. But that's, you still won't miss out on the base program here. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Also, if you want to check us out, excuse me, over on TikTok, so sorry, goodness. We are Crossing the Spirit over there, and we are starting to barely put out some shorts and things over there. So sorry, guys. Wow. Something got caught in my throat and didn't want to come out. Okay. Let's take a look and find out what's going on with your future spouse. Now, remember, you don't actually have to marry this person. It's just basically if you are in a relationship with them that has that kind of partnership to it. Okay. All right. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Four of Coins. We have the Death card. Okay. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Temperance. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. The Hierophant. And the Ace of Cups. Well, first of all, I feel like you might meet this person after either a tragedy or a problem or an upheaval in your life, something difficult. This person will come along and be very comforting to you. They'll help you through, like, maybe grief. It's possible that a family member or somebody you're close to might pass away, or gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I don't necessarily feel like it would be a spouse that you would lose or a loved one that way, although it is possible that that is the case. It'd be after another relationship, but I do feel like it is possible that you will go through some sort of grief, possibly losing, a parent or sibling, something like that. And this person will come along, or you will meet them either at the graveside or at the wake, or while you are off on your own and you're thinking about this person maybe that you lost. I'm almost getting a picture of you sitting like on a bench and looking out over the ocean or something, and somebody would sit down beside you and you meet up, or you're for some reason I think it's because it's showing a bench here, but I'm thinking of like waiting at a bus bench and getting ready to get on a bus, but that you would be alone and thinking and doing your stuff, and then the person would show up. Now, like I said, that could be at the gravesite, that could be, at a bus station, it could be just you on a park bench, it could be, and it doesn't even have to be a bench. That's just something that came to mind, probably suggestion due to the card, so don't even know how close that is. But I do feel like you would be contemplating or in your grief when you meet this person. And they will see that in you, and they will offer, basically they'll come and sit down and they will offer that comfort to you. They will be able to alleviate some of your stress that you're going through, whatever it happens to be. Now, this doesn't have to be a death, by the way. The death card itself can mean change. So you could be going through a big upheaval in your life of some sort, losing a job, even becoming homeless. I don't know why that popped up, but it did. Sometimes things come and I'm just like, okay. But basically, there could be a big upheaval in your life of some sort. It could be financially, it could be emotionally, it could be both. Whatever happens to cause that big old upheaval, it will be a big part of your life for a while. And it will be something that you will be thinking about quite a bit. And it will shake your foundations. Okay? And this person, when they meet up with you, will have the kind of qualities that it takes to alleviate that pain, that grief, that upset. Okay? They will be a very gentle person, very kind, possibly empathic. They're going to be very caring. They're going to alleviate a lot of any kind of anguish you have. They're going to be able to help you recover a lot from anything that is going on. That is a quality that is going to stand out with them. Okay? And because they do make you feel so much better emotionally, you'll be able to have a new start with them. You'll be able to get together, and they are so kind and gentle. That's really the two biggest factors that come out in my mind when I see this person. When their qualities come out to me, it's kind and gentleness. It's interesting that you picked the blue star, because that kind of denotes that quite a bit. The word simple comes to mind, but not in a derogatory way, not that they're stupid or, my word, not that they're simple in that they're not intelligent, or that they, aren't deep and whatever, but it doesn't take a lot to make them happy. They love animals. Okay, that's coming through. They're not very gregarious. They're very soft spoken. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. They have a connection with spirit. Either they're they're religious and they're very comfortable in their faith, or they don't have to be religious, but they are spiritual, and they feel a deep connection to humanity and to God and to the universe. And however that manifests in their life, however they think of those things, however that comes through, that is something that's part of their gentleness, I think, that the caring nature that they have. I think they get that quality from their connection with spirit, and how close they are to spirit, and how way they are. So that's something about their personality. They're very even keeled. They don't have a huge temper. I don't see you guys fighting a lot or having a lot of issues that way. I don't know if you will stay with them for your whole life or not. That is not coming through one way or another. So I'm not going to stipulate one way or another on that, because it is possible that they will be somebody who will come into your life, do some very important things with you. You guys will be very, very close. and then maybe you'll drift apart and then you won't be together anymore. That's possible. That's not necessarily the way it's going to go, but that is a possibility. And so I can't say that you're going to stay together forever or anything like that. I do think if you guys do drift apart, you will still be friendly, um, and probably will always love each other to a certain degree, even if that does happen. Um, but that isn't necessarily what's going to happen, and then it isn't necessarily for all of you guys. But that's just the energy I get if that does happen. Okay, why don't we move on to your charms? Let's see what else we can find out, or what else we might know about this relationship and all of that kind of thing. All right. Okay. Well, we do have the 2. That does show that you will come together and be close. It is interesting, though. This is half of a musical instrument, and usually I think of harmony when I think of the 2 together, but we only have one half. So there's 2 things that can mean. One is that could be with what we were just talking about, is how you might break apart or become apart as time goes on, or that because you are kind of broken down and are missing somebody or missing something, that they will come in and fulfill that for you. So it can mean either of those 2 things. We do have a fan here. It's interesting. Whenever I see this fan, whenever it pops up, I always think of innovation. I always think of somebody who's very smart and intelligent, kind of an inventor kind of person, somebody who can innovate things, somebody who can make things work. So I don't know how that relates to your guys' relationship. Other than I think fixing you, if that makes any sense, is on the agenda. Helping you recover and so forth. So that energy just might mean that. Also, fans, cool us off. They, help, keep us regulated and so forth. So that person might be that kind of person as well. That's the kind of thing. Now, we do have a few other interesting things here. We kind of have the Cheshire Cat, or the Confident Kitty, I like to call her. And then we also have the White Rabbit. Those are both, or can be, if this would be the Cheshire Cat anyway. But the other one is for sure from Alice in Wonderland. And Alice in Wonderland, to me, almost always denotes some sort of unusual, dreamlike, crazy, psychedelic kind of thing. I always think of unusual circumstances and so forth. And so you guys might have some very unusual things crop up, because we also have 2 reindeer and a mermaid. And the reindeer, to me, symbolize Christmas, wishes, childhood dreams, some things that people find impossible, like reindeer flying, things like that. And going along with the Confident Kitty and the White Rabbit, and then the mermaid as well, because that's also dreams and wishes and, unusual things when you think of mermaids. I do believe you guys might have some quite unusual circumstances surrounding your relationship. Either you might even be able to follow a few dreams or have a few dreams come true because of this person, or that there might be a magical kind of energy when you guys meet. It'll be definitely the universe putting you guys together, and making things right that way. So there might be some unusual type of things happening there. We talked about you just meeting kind of on a park bench kind of deal. But I also had the feeling that wasn't necessarily true for some of you. So I don't necessarily have the scenario, I guess, for some of you guys, because, meeting on a park bench seems kind of ordinary. And kind of, not anything super special or magical, but I do feel like there might be some special circumstances or some unusual circumstances around your meeting. Um, Somehow or another, you will meet in some either unusual way, or something about your meeting will be unusual, or something will have cropped up that was unusual that will cause you guys to meet. Okay, if that makes sense. All right, so we go on from there. We also have the W. That could mean, wow, I don't know. I thought of the word Walter for some crazy reason. But it could mean something to you. It could be an initial. You might think of a word when you think of it or whatever. So you let you guys do that. We have the monkey, and monkeys are interesting. Um, they have different symbolisms and different meanings. One of the things I often think of when I think of monkeys is I think of the family, and the social interactions that they have together. And you think of one monkey taking care of another one, uh, grooming them and so forth, and all of that kind of thing. And somehow or another, that is playing in on this relationship with you guys, in that I feel like you guys will have that kind of closeness and take care of each other. We also have the Queen of Wands here. That does show some passionate energy. That does show that there could be some passion in this relationship, but because I see this person as being so even keeled and mild mannered and soft spoken and so forth, I see more of a comfortable type of thing rather than this huge, passionate, crazy, um, out there kind of romance and kind of, but the other feeling is more of a settled feeling. It's more of a long-term feeling. It's more of a, um, something you need rather than just, this wild passion kind of thing. So that's really the energy I get for you guys is reading on that. Hopefully, you guys will tell you guys something there. I don't know. Okay, now let's take a look at your oracle spheres. This is where you have 4 different stands that you can choose from. We have blue, purple, gold, and silver. You decide which one you'd like to get your answers on. And you think of a yes or no question, and then we go out and get your answers. All right. So number 1, blue. Is a not now. Number 2, purple, is a probable. Number 3, gold, is a not likely. And number 4, silver, is a yes. So we have a not now, a probable, a not likely, and a yes. So there's your Oracle Sphere answers for today's reading. Thank you so much for being here and being part of the channel. If you can subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, and leave us comments. All those things are super important to us. Do check out our other videos on YouTube. We have hundreds of them for you to look at. And we look forward to seeing you again in future videos. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.